All right, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. As you guys know, I'm here on the computer, so that means that we're going to be doing a lot of reading, but I'm going to have a lot of commentary while I'm reading because I have a lot to say. So I was listening to my video in the past. It was about 2 years ago. It said Bitcoin. It said, excuse me, Holochain has competition. And while I did mean for we're gonna get into why I said it was competition, not that Holochain has a technological competition on that's parallel to it, but there's something going on behind the scenes here. So, but the first thing I want to do is I want to talk about this. We all know that Hong Kong is about to approve a list of tokens, and here's the thing, or I should say. It's been reported, but here's the thing. This all leads to somewhere, and I want you guys to know, I'm going to work backwards here. And as you guys can see at the top, we're going to talk about this, but I'm going to work backwards because I talked about this before, and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh man, you really hate China or you don't like China." No, it's not that. It's the fact that I'm aware of what China is trying to do. Again, a lot of people, you know, if you don't read books, you really should read. Art of War, Mind Assassins. There are certain books that you should read, and not even from your own country, but maybe from different countries, or that's translated into English or whatever language that's local. It's important to read these books because you'll get an insight on how things go and how I stated this 2 years ago, and I can't believe that what I said was actually true. And again, I'm not gonna lie, this is part of the reason why I'm making this video, because I was right. And many of you guys know that I've stated a while back, I said China is keeping Bitcoin behind the scenes. And I remember somebody was like, "Oh, how you figure that? They got rid of all of their miners and different things like that." And I'm like, no, China is keeping Bitcoin. China has a lot of Bitcoin. I cannot stress that enough. If you don't want your enemy, and I'm gonna say this real quick before I get started with this reading, but if you want your enemy to accept you, you're going to, or to not be able to see what you're doing, you're going to have to let loose of some things to obscure what is really truly behind the intentions. Look at the timeline, people. Hong Kong, excuse me. So I'm just saying, I'm not going to mix up Hong Kong and China, so I'm just going to mix it all under one. I know it's a little bit different. We'll get into that in a second. China says what? Well, no, we don't want any cryptocurrencies here. Bam, you're out. Oh, no, we don't want Bitcoin mining here. Bam, you're out. And what does that tell the other countries? Especially, what does that tell the United States of America? Oh, well, because I have a friend, right? I have a friend. He was, he's a libertarian, and he's like, "Yeah, you're into crypto, man. I don't understand why you're into crypto. Bitcoin, even China has banned Bitcoin." And I'm like, if you guys could just see me pull my shirt right now. These are the things that I'm talking about. You cannot believe what people tell you, especially if I'm a country. I want you to think that I don't like Bitcoin, especially if it's going to help my economy out. It just makes sense. But anyway. I was telling him, I'm like, "Yo, bro, like, come on, man. Like, this is, you have to understand what's really happening behind the scenes." So, Hong Kong approves select crypto. I'm gonna go ahead and read this real quick. Many of you guys have already known this. Now, again, and I'm gonna get into some reading, and then I'm gonna get into some speculation here. But it says Hong Kong introduces new regulations for crypto trading, and only a select few made the cut. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin are among the approved tokens for trading. The criteria for approval, including listing on at least two major indices. While the rest of Asia is cracking down on crypto, Hong Kong is taking a different stance. After new regulations come into effect, retail investors can now trade select crypto tokens. People. Oh, I have so much to say. Hold on. While the rest of Asia, new regulations by the city's Securities and Futures Commission, the SFC, coming into effect on June 1st, 2023, will permit retail investors to trade certain crypto tokens. However, these tokens must meet certain stringent criteria to be eligible for trading. So far, only 10 crypto tokens have made the cut, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and several popular altcoins. Now, I don't know exactly what that criteria is. I'm going to have to do some research and look more into that. But it says to be allowed for retail trading, the crypto tokens have to satisfy SEC stringent rules. For one, tokens must have a minimum of 12 months of regulatory compliance. In that period, there should be no criminal allegations against the projects in charge of these tokens. Okay, against the projects in charge of the tokens. Okay. On the other hand, the token have to be listed on at least 2 investable indices from major independent investment firms. Tokens that do not meet these requirements will not be eligible for trading. The tokens are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Polkadot, Bitcoin Cash. Oh my God. Bitcoin Cash is on here. Solana, Cardano, Avalanche, Polygon, and Chainlink. What the hell? Bitcoin Cash is on here. I am oh my God. Okay, I'm going to continue reading. There's so much. Okay, these tokens have varying degrees of listing across major indices, including Galaxy 21 Shares, Bitwise, Nasdaq, and Freedom. Nasdaq is huge. And Wisdom Tree. While Hong Kong won't allow stablecoins, interestingly, the SEC currently has no plans to allow stablecoins, citing the ongoing uncertainty surrounding them. This new move marks a significant development in Hong Kong's cryptocurrency approach. With this selective approach, Hong Kong hopes to strengthen its position to the global crypto market while maintaining strict regulatory standards. On the flip side, the stringent criteria for token selection mean that a number of cryptos will not be accessible for retail investors in Hong Kong. The exclusion of stablecoins from the approved list might be seen as a missed opportunity given their regulatory, their growing popularity. But look, listen here. I'm gonna tell you guys what's going to happen. Once you have access to certain cryptos, you can take that crypto anywhere, right? So at the end of the day, if someone was like, and God knows, I have no idea. Look here, they got Solana on here, they got Bitcoin Cash on here, and I'm sorry, at this point, with those two, I don't understand why. I understand why, but honestly, come on, man. What a lot of people are going to do is they're going to use these cryptocurrencies, and then they're going to exchange them on DEXs. So Hong Kong knows this. Hong Kong knows that this is what people will do. Okay, look, they're not idiots. They're extremely intelligent. So a lot of leaders are extremely intelligent people. What I'm saying is that they know for a fact that this is a gateway to other cryptocurrencies. They know this. Okay, so for retail investors in Hong Kong, this development offers an opportunity to jump into crypto. The increased adoption will also positively affect the crypto markets as a whole. I totally agree. And that's all it says, right? So a lot of people have been paying attention to this, and they're saying, oh, wow, oh my God, like, the Asian markets are gonna Hong Kong is gonna accept cryptocurrency, and man, China they pretended like they didn't. Like, no, they didn't pretend. They told people what they wanted to hear, and then people go about and listening to the blanket statements that's been said. I don't know. I don't know my IQ. I honestly, personally don't think my IQ is very high. But what I do know is this. I don't know how the hell you think, not you personally, subscribers, but I don't know how anyone thinks for a second that that China is not going to use Bitcoin. Think about it. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. And yes, they are going to allow the laws of scarcity to run their economy because that's what they do. It only makes sense. That's what they've done for years. So now let's go back. I'm going to go back a little bit because we have to connect all the dots, okay? So this is an article written Friday, the 23rd of April in 2021. Now, folks, please tell me, what year is it? Right, it's 2023, so this was 2 years ago, right? China is on track to unveil a digital currency that it hopes could challenge dollar dominance. Now, we all know that, well, we're like, oh, well, you know, first off, you guys notice, there's no approval for stable coins, right? No approval for stable coins. This was 2 years ago that they're talking about. They're hoping to challenge the dollar dominance. And one of the things that they're trying to do, and we know this, is the fact that they're trying to obviously breaking away from they're breaking away from the dollar. Okay, they're trying to fight against the dollar, and I think as time moves forward, they will. If we listen here, it says, oh yeah, this is back when Libra was threatening everything. CCP pumps millions into yuan trials, offers incentives. China's digital payment systems are considered one of the most advanced on the planet, and WeChat and Alipay dominate the mobile payment market. Look, people, we are, excuse me, I apologize. We in the United States are far behind when it comes to technology. We just are. Our world is changing so fast, and the way our government is created, so a government can go two ways. They can adjust, they can be flexible, and they can move fast, or they can move slow and not be able to adjust. But at the same time, they will take time to really think about the course of action that they're going to take. So it's kind of, you know, there's a positive and a negative to that. But if we look at what's happening here, both systems will allow users to pay for goods and services via a smartphone app, and DCEP works in a very similar way, but with central bank-backed digital currency. Now, we all know that in order for them to be, in order for China to go worldwide, they're going to need what? They're going to need the technology. They're also going to need people to accept their currency. They know that that's not going to happen immediately. You know, if someone was like, okay, we're going to pump 100 trillion yuan out there and spread it across the globe, it might not do a damn thing compared to what's happening here in America, or put a dent in the US dollar. So they're going to be strategic. They have been strategic with this, because the next thing I want to show you is something that I actually, this is in my video that I said, Holochain has competition, but this goes into, I talked about this before, the blockchain-based services network, a cross-cloud, cross-portal, and cross-framework global public infrastructure network used to deploy and operate all types of blockchain distributed applications, or dApps. Now, I don't want to dive too deep into this. I will click on a couple of things, but the first thing I want you guys to notice is right here. What does that say? Recent activity, latest news, permissionless services. What does that say? California. Powered by what? AWS? Hong Kong. PCN. Powered by what? AWS. And so we see all these application forms here, applications, but the main thing I want you guys to pay attention to is there's a reason why they have California here and Hong Kong here. Did you guys know that the blockchain services network is global, and that they have made like serious hotspots across the world, to include the United States of America. I'm just saying. I know for some of you the wheels are turning, and others you seem to have gotten it. If we look at this, they have their white paper. They have all of these things going on. Permission frameworks. They have all of this stuff here. EOS. Public chains. Now, mind you, let's put it together now. Look at this. The public chains. EOS. Ethereum. And don't forget, Ethereum is being used in Russia. Well, Ethereum is used worldwide, but they have like the U.S. is like, oh well, we're just gonna sanction them and make sure that they don't trade within each other. Hell, they can go through the Ethereum network. They can go through a lot of different things to exchange energy or exchange funds. I'm just saying. Tezos, Polkadot, Casper, Fintora, Near, Clayton. Pay attention, people. I cannot stress to you guys what's about to happen. And in the United States, they're gonna get caught with their pants down. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. I've sat here and I've tried. I really, let me see. Let me open this up. Let's see here. I want to go to the BSN advantages. Oh, it's not really big. I'm not gonna read. But I am gonna read this. There are 3 types of direct participants of the blockchain services network. The first are cloud service providers that, through the installation of free BSN public city node software, make their cloud service resources, CPU storage, and bandwidth accessible through the BSN and carry out sales through the BSN. The second are blockchain framework providers that, in accordance with the BSN's framework adaptation standards, make adaptations and then deploy them on the BSN so that developers can select the adapted frameworks to deploy applications. The third are portal operators that can use the BSN with existing cloud service portals or developers portals to create blockchain as a service platforms quickly at a low cost, and then provide BSN blockchain services, blockchain net application development, deployment and operating services to their own developers. The BSN is an open network on the condition of compliance. It's an open network on the condition of compliance with BSN protocol standards. Any cloud service provider, framework provider, or portal operator can voluntarily join or remove themselves from BSN. So many of you guys know that I am a Holochain, well, their technology, I'm a Holochain supporter. I don't know about their leaders and what they're doing, but I do know what they're trying to do. I have stated this numerous times about Holochain and its ability. They're starting, according to the last AMA, they're starting to go out and starting to become public. There are, you guys Google this, YouTube it, do whatever you can, do your own research, but know this: there are other major colleges in the United States of America that are supporting the blockchain services network, and I need you guys to be aware of that. Now, if you're trying to make money, right? If you're trying to make money, Where do you guys all think this is going? Who do you guys think the winner is going to be within the next 10 to 15 years? It's going to be Bitcoin. Am I a Bitcoin maximalist? Hell no. You guys know I'm not. But I'm a realist. And I understand what's going on in the world around me. And I feel it's going to be Bitcoin. At least for the next 10, 15 years. I believe that Bitcoin will not be a method of payment service. I believe that Bitcoin is going to be the store of value. And there's a reason, people. There's a reason why. Let me close these out. There's a reason why all of these projects here are allowed. Because some of these projects are absolute dog, you know what. If you look at Bitcoin Cash and you look at Solana, what intelligence metric are they using? Or have they hired? What intelligent people did they hire? Oh, excuse me, Cardano. No, Bitcoin Cash and Solana. I don't understand why they're there. I don't get it. And they said that there should be no criminal allegations against the projects in charge of these tokens. What? Why is Solana there? Why is Bitcoin Cash there? It doesn't make any sense. I'll tell you why it makes sense, people. It's because there's going to be a lot of ways to go back doors, and it's going to spread like a virus. This is the start of a country saying, no, we don't want any cryptocurrencies to, yeah. We're gonna accept crypto, but we're gonna do it our way, and we're gonna do it the best way that benefits us. Which I wish that the United States of America would do the exact same thing. These people, what are they called? The SFC. It don't seem like difficult regulations to me. Securities and Futures Commission. And do you? I can't remember if there's a ETF, a spot ETF for Bitcoin in Hong Kong, but I guarantee you that it's going to be happening, folks. You guys gotta see where this is going. The more. By the way, a lot of tokens are going to pump from all of this, and I dare say some meme coins. I don't know which ones. There's like 1 billion of them. Good luck. I did put like a couple $100 into like I forgot what it was called. That's how much I paid attention to it, and I just left it there. We'll see what happens to it later on, but yeah. So you guys got to follow the tea leaves. All right. I have talked a lot. I am done. I just wanted to show you guys this. I am going to make another video. I really want to get into talking about the Ripple case, and then because someone wanted me to talk about the Ripple case, which I totally need to do that as well. And then also there was something else I needed to talk about, but you guys will see a video on that. But I just wanted to talk about what's happening. Hong Kong improving crypto, how it's going to make its way throughout the broader parts of China, and then also how this is going to change. This, you guys don't understand. This is going to change everything. And again, I'm going to even say this. The success of the blockchain services network is going to be the reason why I believe that Holochain will have success. Because what else is going to fight it? I need to know. But I will say this: unless it's available, unless Holochain is available and hot and Holo Fuel and everything is operating, until then, we're just going to continue falling behind, because I don't think there's anything else that could combat blockchain services network. It just makes sense, people. Anyway, as I always say, please, please do your own research. Do your own research. Do your own research. And last but not least, above all else, please put your comments down. I want to hear what you guys have to say. But above all else, please stay safe out there, okay? Bye, you guys.